Mastering the melody of English, intonation in questions and statements. Hello, language learners. Today we're diving into a fascinating aspect of English pronunciation, intonation patterns in questions and statements. Understanding and mastering intonation is an important part of achieving natural, fluid English speech. So buckle up as we guide you through the melodies of the English language. Intonation is all about how we say things. It's the rise and fall of our voices when we speak. In English, intonation can change the meaning of a sentence. So it's not just what you say, it's how you say it. Intonation involves variation in pitch and stress to convey different meanings or emotions. When we make a statement in English, the intonation usually falls at the end of the sentence. We start on a higher pitch and end on a lower one. This pattern signals to the listener that we've finished speaking. For example, consider the sentence, "I'm going to the store." You'd start with a higher pitch on "I'm" and gradually lower your pitch, so by the time you reach "store," your voice is lower. Questions in English can be a little tricky. There are two types of questions and each has a different intonation pattern. Yes, no questions, which can be answered with a yes or no, typically end with a rise in intonation. For example, "Are you going to the store?" Your voice would rise on the word store. On the other hand, information questions, questions that start with words like what, where, who, when, why, and how, usually end with a fall in intonation, much like a statement. So, "Where are you going?" would end with a lower pitch on going. Remember, these patterns won't always be drastic or exaggerated. They can be subtle. The best way to get good at recognizing and mimicking them is through lots of listening and practice. Try listening to native speakers, noting their intonation, and practicing repeating phrases and sentences the way they do. Record yourself and listen back to compare your intonation with theirs. That's all for today's video on intonation in English. We hope that understanding these patterns will help you sound more natural and fluent when speaking English. Remember, practice is key. Keep listening and practicing, and soon you'll master the melody of English. Happy learning!